Hello, hello, hello. Well, I made it today. Hello, and just wanted to hope everyone is online and ready to go. Greetings to Swagger and the family and guests. Definitely want to thank you for having me as a guest, Swagger. Um, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to really share some information with you that I have been following forever. So I'm going to give everybody some time to get online and join us because we really want you to get online and join us because we have a lot to talk about tonight. So I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to get online first before I start introducing myself, because once I get through that, this 30 minutes is going to go so fast. I've been thinking all day, how in the heck am I going to get all this stuff in 30 minutes? So I've been condensing stuff all day, adding stuff all day, and taking out some stuff here and there. So again, giving everybody the opportunity to get online because you do not want to miss this class. That's all I have to say. And yes, it's a class. It is. If you do not know what disruptors are, you will know today. And I think most people hear the disruptors, hear the disruptor word and probably automatically think this can't be good. If they're getting ready to disrupt something, it can't be good. You're somewhat close, but you're somewhat close. So I'm going to get going because I know I only have 30 minutes and I do not have a timekeeper here. So I am going to get going. Again, greetings, Swagger and guests. Thank you so much for inviting me as a speaker in this great opportunity to share a little bit about disruptors. So I got a little nugget for you. So definitely looking forward to sharing and hope you can use it in your business. So my name is Linda Otterbridge. I am the owner and creator of Hook a Sister Up. And yes, it is just like I said it, Hook a Sister Up. So Hook a Sister Up, it is a platform, a membership-based platform for women entrepreneurs. And what we do is connect, support, and engage women entrepreneurs with connecting and helping each other. So sort of the cheerleader kind of thing, but we hook each other up with resources, knowledge, and years of experience as being business owners. We also have what we call a monthly accountability check-in. And with the monthly accountability check-in, that's an opportunity, and I call them opportunities. So each person who shows up is an opportunity for women to learn about new businesses, share their businesses, and also share their upcoming events. I also have a platform called Women Who Write GR. Women Who Write is a platform for women authors, women who write. So it's another platform for women to connect and engage with each other and also to bring awareness to their business and showcase their business. My newest platform is a podcast. I have a podcast and just started like 2 weeks ago. It's called the No Plan B Entrepreneur Straight No Chaser Conversations. So yes, it's that podcast for women who are wanting to jump off that cubicle farm and get into full-time entrepreneurship. So that is what the podcast is all about. So No Plan B Entrepreneur, and that's for those people who says, no, I do not have a plan B. This is my only choice, my only plan B of becoming a full-time entrepreneur. So those are those no plan B entrepreneurs. So that's a little bit about me. I create platforms, so platform creator for opportunities for women entrepreneurs, writers, podcasts, things of that nature. So I love creating platforms. So that's about me. So I'm going to get going because I know I only have 30 minutes. So let's talk about disruptors and disruptives. I'll give you what I like to say is a classic definition of disruption. So as you know, disruption is disturbance or problem that interrupt an event, activity, or process. So if you said disruption is not so good, you're probably close. So disruption disrupts, problem, or interrupt an event, activity, or process. That is what disruption is. So trust me, I have lots of notes. So for the term disruption, It basically took off in 1997, and I'm picking this information up because, again, I like to make sure I share where I get my information from. So Tony Robbins has a website, so a lot of the information I'm sharing is coming from there, just so I can make sure that you have the correct information and not just my information, because I have a way of spinning it, but I want to make sure you know where to find it as well. So basically, he talks about, again, TonyRobbins.com, talking about disruption and basically saying it took off in 1997. Clay Christensen, 1997 book, The Innovator's Dilemma, and where Christensen introduced the idea of disruptive innovation. And he used the phrase to talk about companies that are not meeting customers' current needs, but anticipating their understated or future needs. So you're not looking at the now, you're looking at down the road. So that's what disruptors do. Disruptors are not living in now. They're doing their job as now, but they're thinking about what's innovative coming down the line in the future. They're looking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. So that's what we talk about. We talk about disruptors, being able to look at the market, being able to look down the line 10 years, 12 years down and say, hey, what's happening? What's going to be happening in the future that I need to align my business with that now? So that's basically what disruptors do. They look down the road and say, okay, I better get straight because I see it coming. I'm not going to sit, and we're going to talk about sitting. Everybody know the classic business that's set. We're going to talk about that. But right now, just trying to get you to understand the disruption model. So with that being said, you know, if you have a brand and if you have a business, or whether small, large, whatever your business is, it does not have to be a large business for you to start thinking what's coming. So disruptors think what's coming so they can start preparing their business. So we're gonna talk about some businesses that I know most of you know that was a major disruptor. I want to make sure I don't mess with my camera too much because I'll end up turning the video off. So yes, thank you. Let me know you're here because I can't really see who's here and who's commenting. I do hear someone saying great topic. I see someone saying great topic, but definitely just throw them out there. If you have questions, I'll answer as they appear on the screen there. Okay, so yes, we're going to get into the real nitty-gritty now. So for those who are just coming on, we're talking about business disruptors, business disruption, anything with that D word in it that is something that you want to start preparing your business for. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to get on, get comfortable. I want to give you an opportunity, because I'm looking at the clock, it's 8:09. I'll give you an opportunity to share, because you want to share this. Of course, they can always come back on and view it later, but you're going to want to share it now because the engagement and other stuff that we like to do. So, Netflix. Yep, let's talk Netflix. Anyone want to share why Netflix is like the, I wouldn't say the first disruptor, but it's the one most people know about. Who remembers Netflix? And I'll give you an opportunity to jump in and engage, because I like engagement. I like conversation. So I'll give you an opportunity to jump in if you know anything about the Netflix story on how it's a business disruptor. You are correct. They came out of nowhere. Yes. I wish I had gold stars. I'd give it to you right now, but I don't. But anyway, you get a gold star, Arnya, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. Yes, Netflix came out of nowhere. But you know, disruptors don't really come out of nowhere, and we'll talk about that more down the line. Disruptors are always in the background. They're always setting the stage. They're always laying dormant. They're always, okay, I got to see what you're saying. See, that's why I like conversation. It's not like I'm talking to myself. They came from being a, girl, you did your homework. They came from being a mail order business. People didn't think they, okay, I got to hurry up and scroll. I'm sorry. We got to scroll down because didn't think they were going to be in business long. You are correct. People didn't see them coming. Now, you know, what was okay, Anya, Blockbuster. Yes, we're talking Blockbuster Netflix, people. So if you don't know the Blockbuster Netflix story, Google it. But we'll tell you real quick tonight because you never know. I'm in that age group. But there may be some people who may not know the story from Netflix and Google. So we're not going to assume everyone knows that Google, Netflix and Blockbuster sort of take over. But if you're not aware of that, that was one of the main disruptors and disruptions that people now can relate to. They know the story back then. Blockbuster sat on a corner, and we went there and we rented movies from Blockbuster. There's still some places you can go and rent movies too. So they had the corners, everything on lockdown. Blockbuster. Everybody went to Blockbuster. Along came Netflix. Just creeping along, like, yeah, mail order. Yes, mail order. Can you believe that? People actually mailed whatever movie they wanted to watch, waited for the mail to come, looked in their mailbox, waited for their movies to come. Mail order. They don't have to leave the house. They can just mail their movies. That's how it started. It started very small like that. And people were like, they're not going to take over. We're Blockbuster. They're not going to, we don't have to worry about them. Their mail order. Who's going to do that for a long time? That's what Blockbuster thought. But what happened was Blockbuster didn't anticipate the future of watching movies. They didn't anticipate that streaming was going to be coming soon, and we know what streaming is now. We know the now Netflix. You see what I'm saying? Netflix was thinking back then of what's coming down the road. That's what I'm talking about, people. You have to look ahead. They were just talking mail order stuff. They're like, we're going to ease in with this mail order stuff. Just going to shake them up a little just to see if they're going to budge. Just to let them know we're out here with just a little competition, but we got bigger plans. Now, I can't say they were saying that because they may not have known that they were going to get like the Netflix of today. But they knew things were changing, and they knew that that piece of the pie called movies, that was going to be changing into streaming. So they did not, Blockbuster did not anticipate that streaming was coming because they didn't do their homework, people. And I'm saying that because you got to do your homework, people. You have to look down the line. So I'm telling a story. I love telling stories. I'm telling a story, but listen to what I'm saying, people. You have to look down the line. So don't be the Blockbuster. But anyway, let's get back to Blockbuster story. So they didn't anticipate. They didn't anticipate that it's going to be this huge streaming service going on. Next phase of home entertainment was going to be streaming. We're going to be getting movies and Hulu and all the stuff that is going on now. They didn't anticipate that. So what happened? Netflix came to that door and knocked on the door and said, hey, we want to buy you. Sell your business to us. Blockbuster said, no, you won't be around long. No, we're not going to sell. And you know what happened next. 8:14, people. I'm keeping up on my time. Trust me. So you know what happened next. Blockbuster went bye-bye. And you know that Netflix is what it is today. Millions, maybe billions. I'm just guesstimating they're at the billions right about now. And Blockbuster is bankrupt. Unless there's some still around, I don't know about. But I think that disrupted that market. Netflix, streaming. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking disruptions. When I'm talking disruptions, I'm talking about things that come out of the blue, which Anya said, they came out of nowhere. They didn't come out of nowhere. They were coming in, but they came slowly. They just was easing in, trying to test the market. So they were there for a minute. But again, Blockbuster gave them a minute to get their stuff together. They gave them a minute to get their stuff together. Now listen to what I say. Listen to what I'm saying. They gave them a minute to get their stuff together. What were they doing while Netflix was out there? I don't know. But we're going to talk about that at the end. We're going to talk about the two words in my vocabulary that will, to me, what they should have been doing. And I'm going to leave those two words for last because I want you to really stick around and engage with me. So that's the Netflix Blockbuster story. let's talk about more disruptors, because I'm of the mind that you cannot dodge disruptors if you don't know what they are. You cannot prepare for disruptors if you don't know they're coming. And you definitely can't prepare for disruptors if I always say I always say that disruptors are like carbon monoxide. You can't see them, smell them, taste them. You can't. You just don't know. You just don't know. So I always call them like carbon monoxide. You really don't see them coming unless you have the eye for them, or you can future things. So we're getting ready to future things now, so we can prepare you and your business to know what they are, so you can see them coming before they hit you like Netflix hit Blockbuster. Okay, so let's talk about identifying disruptors. Like Anya said, sometimes they are very hard to see. They're very hard to know what they're doing until they hit you, because it takes a lot of time. And Netflix had time. Time is of the essence, I know. But when you're doing a disruptive move, which most people don't know they're doing a disruptive move, but when you're building momentum, I'll put it that way, when you're building momentum, that takes time. And it could take years. It could take years to really see the true effects of disruption. So for disruption to present itself and to rear its ugly head, or not so ugly, depending on the market and economy, it takes time. And most people don't have that time. They're living daily, especially if you're in the business. And we already know if you're in the business, you're just busy all day. You're making it work. So you're in the business that you don't have time to look, forecast, all that stuff. But it takes time. And the disruption business model, and yes, it is 8:18, people. I'm keeping up with the time. And in a disruption business model, it looks differently depending on where you're at. But I can tell you that most companies don't set out to be a disruptor because they are mission driven. They have a reason why they're doing what they're doing. And they really care about the people. They really care about whatever it is they're doing. So I think that most disruptors don't say, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to see what business I can disrupt today. Let's see who I'm going to go out and bother today. I don't think it's like that. I think that they truly have a mission. They're mission focused and they want to serve and help people. But they're smart enough to know that they can't operate in the now forever, that they do have to look down the road. So this is my thing. I think that disruptors, they make their mark by changing an entire industry. By fluke? Probably so. But I know that they can change an entire industry over time. And with disruptors, it takes time, because sometimes they go in think they know what their business model is, but it is not what they think it is. Meaning your market will tell you what your business is. So you can have this pie in the sky deal you want, or what you think your business is, what you want to do to help people, what you want to do to serve people. But then your market will shift and tell you, no, this is what our needs are, therefore you have to change. So, and I'm sure everybody can relate to that. So I'm gonna keep my 2 words, and I'm gonna make sure I show you, I really do. I have it right here. You see the blank piece of paper? Yep, I'm gonna show that last. These are my 2 words I'm gonna lay for the end, that if you stick around long enough, these are my 2 words to tell you how to deal with disruptors. So 8:20, oh, I'm keeping time. I'm gonna wrap it up really quick. So let's clearly identify. Let's talk about what first thing you have to do. No, you know what I want to talk about? I want to give you some ideas right quick of some other disruptors. I'm gonna talk about the big A. And you know what the big A is, Amazon. Let's just get it out, Amazon. Amazon has wiped everybody's slate clean and said, we love what you've been doing, but we're here. We're the online everything store. And that's what people like to call it, the online everything store. My husband loves Amazon. So Amazon, the online everything store. Amazon have just took everybody's business model, just thrown it out the window and said, yeah, we got this, go away. So let's just get it on the table. Amazon. Amazon is the craziest disruptor of all time. And you know why? Because you don't see them coming. They're there. They're there. but you don't know what their next big thing is. You don't know what their next shiny thing is unless you follow them. And I have been following Amazon forever because I've been into disruptors forever. So I follow Amazon, I follow Walmart, I watch those two interchangeably, try to outdo each other, and Walmart has been staying afloat very well. So I've been watching this disruptor thing for years. So let's talk more about Amazon very quickly. Amazon took over Whole Foods. Bought Whole Foods, 2017. What did that affect? Grocery chains and retail, all over the map. Amazon. Amazon in 2018 took over healthcare. They didn't take it over, but they purchased PillPack. PillPack is where you can go online and get you some pills and order your stuff, mail order. Yeah, who does that affect? Pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens, places like that in healthcare business. You know what they're doing now, 2019? Real estate. Yes, you real estate people, better watch out. They got something coming called turnkey. If you haven't heard of turnkey already, online, it's all online. They've messed around with the realtors and they're working out stuff with the realtors and say, we got this. Guess who that's going to affect? Zillow. If you know Zillow, real estate people, you better be following Amazon because they're on your back door, front door, because they've already did this. They're on your front door. So yes, Amazon's messing around with real estate now. So I've said real estate, I said healthcare, and I've talked about retail. And we already know about Whole Foods and all the other stuff. And now they're messing around with, they call it Deliveroo. Pull up Deliveroo. Yeah, I've been following Amazon, people. Love Amazon. But Deliveroo. So that's messing it with Uber Eats. Uber Eats platform. So I just had to share a little bit about Amazon and Netflix and all that stuff. Now, let's get back to what we were talking about. You have to clearly identify the business you're in. That's the first thing. Know what business you're in. Most people don't know. They think they're in one thing. I have Hook a Sister Up. I thought it was, oh, let's connect, let's support each other. And yeah, it does that. But I later learned that most entrepreneurs need marketing, promotion, bringing awareness to their business. So I sort of classify as a marketing promotion business. Didn't know that's what it was until I learned later that that's what the needs were. Know what business you're in. So I help you with that. So if you see the McDonald's movie, Founder, go rent. You don't rent anymore. Forgot Blockbuster. Stream. Founder will tell you, and it's a good business movie. So in the McDonald's movie, in the movie called Founder, they thought that they were in the food business. Now, Ray Kroc didn't start McDonald's. A23, I'm on it, people. Stay with me. They thought they were in the burger food business. Now, Ray Kroc accomplished McDonald's, but the McDowell brothers were McDonald's. So McDonald's were owned by the McDowell brothers. Yes, it was McDowell. It's McDonald's now, but McDowell brothers. And that's when Ray Kroc learned that, from listening to someone, that he was not, McDonald's is not a burger chain. It's not a food chain. It is a real estate business. So yes, McDonald's is all about real estate. Know and clearly identify what business you're really in. So McDonald's is in real estate. Wouldn't have thought it, huh? Yeah. Like Walmart and Myers and all these stores. Yeah, not retail, real estate. They rent space. They are real estate. Know what business you're in. So check out the movie Founders and learn about founders and what business you're in. So with disruptors, these are things you need to do. We already talked about what they are. These are things you need to do. I'm winding down now. What matters most is getting your business prepared for any disruptors may happen, meaning business, find your people, make sure you have lifetime devotees. So you want to make sure that you put all your focus in making sure your clients, your businesses, your customers stay with you. It is not about the product, because products disrupt, people don't. You want to make sure that they're lifelong devotees and stay with you, and finding better ways to engage and retain your customers. So don't get tricked into thinking that because your business is small, it cannot be a Netflix. Lessons to be learned. You can engage disruption easy. You can be engaged in disruption, but you must do the work from within your business. Get your business together. Meaning, basically, as our business guru, Jay Abrams says, he says that you have to prepare your business for real growth. You've got to disrupt your business from within by analyzing your current structure. Look at how you can make your message more effective. And I'm giving you this quick, it's 8:26 people. And how you can open client relationships in new areas. Look at your marketing, your communications. Look at your avenues of messaging. And look at how you serve your existing customers. Are you meeting their needs? Are there ways that you can serve them faster and make their process easier? Streamline your business. So make sure you are working your business from within so that if someone comes along and disrupt your business, that they're not taking your people with you, because that's what disruptors do. They need people. They need engage. They believe in the subscription model, the membership model, online activity. That's what works for disruptors. The more people, the better. So everything is not mainly brick and mortar. You have to be in the online atmosphere as well, because you want people. Okay, so I'm wrapping this up. 8:26. I'm on it, people. So get your business together from within. Disrupt your business from within before someone disrupts it from the outside. That's basically what I'm getting to. So your 2 words to remember after watching the Founder movie is strategic, which means identify long-term plans to have desired success. Yes, you must be strategic. All the things that I mentioned, yes, look at your business and figure out what you're going to do in your business and make sure you're strategic about your business and how you're going to be gathering your customers, making sure your customers are happy, making sure you have followers, making sure where you go, people go, because that's what it's about. You can have a product all day long that sounds good in your head in theory, but if you don't have the people who are going to purchase, buy from you, follow you, trust you, that you have a product, but no one's going to buy it because no one know of you or no one is following you. So make sure you have that part of your business intact, that where you go, because that's what Netflix did. Netflix just found followers online. They said, we don't need your blockbuster customers who go in your store and buy movies. We'll get our online followers and gather people from there. Amazon, same thing. They got their followers. My husband's one. They got their followers that will follow them to the end of the earth. That's what you want, that kind of following. So that's what you want to focus and spend your energy on, making sure your customers are happy and all the disrupt your business from within first. And the last word, agility. Strategic agility. Remember those 2 words, strategic agility. And you know agility is the ability to move quickly and easily. So as Anya said earlier, you can't be sitting around doing that Blockbuster dance, or should I say sitting around on your hands like Blockbuster. You got to move. So if you get an inkling or itch that something is coming down the pike, or you see some movement, you're watching, you're reading the papers, you know what's coming, and you continue to sit, yeah, they will be at your front step. Strategic agility means you better get your business in action, you better get your brand together, figure out what you're going to do, disrupt your business model from within, and then figure out what you're going to do, moving quickly. That's what that can prepare your business for disruptions. You have to move quick. Strategic agility. Remember those 2 words, being strategic and being agile. Do not sit, do not wait. Strategic agility. I want to thank you, Swagger, for allowing me to talk. Boy, I can talk forever on disruptions and connections and platforms and tribes and all this fun stuff. I love this stuff. But Amazon, I'm on to you. I've been following you because I love the whole story. And Walmart, I got you. I love what you're doing. So people, strategic agility, 2 words. Swagger, thank you again. Find me at Hook a Sister Up. HAUSnetwork@gmail.com is where you can email me. Love to talk to you more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Watch the Founder movie.